What is going on, everyone? It is Tal, and I'm bringing you a brand new draft league here. We have entered the UBDL, and we are doing some VGC draft. Now, no, I've only done singles draft on this channel, but gonna mix it up a little bit. Have been wanting to jump back into VGC a little bit, do some stuff that's a little bit more fun, and yeah. So join this league, and 2 days later we had the draft, and so that has been pretty exciting. So yeah, so I we have eight players in this draft league. There's two different divisions, and I think the winner of each division they'll play in like playoffs. Not 100% sure how the playoffs work yet, but I know that like both divisions will battle against each other in the playoffs. So going into this draft, I had the third overall pick. So I was thinking, hey, let's either go Miraidon or let's go Calyrex Ice. Those are the two that I was thinking of. So Miraidon goes first overall, kind of went quickly. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go Calyrex Ice, and then I waited. And then Calyrex Ice got taken with the second overall pick, and I was a little bummed about that. And so, kind of last second, I was thinking of a lot of different mons, and was looking at Calyrex Shadow Rider, was looking at Groudon, was looking at Koraidon, but I decided in the end to go Kyogre. Now, I've never run a rain team before, so basically this kind of made my life a little bit easier with making a team, just because once you have a water type like Kyogre, it makes life a little bit easier to figure out what you want, and also people aren't going to snipe you as much. But Kyogre is one of the premier mons in VGC. It sets up the rain as Calm Mind support. Can run physical if I really wanted to with Earthquake, Heavy Slam, whatnot. But usually it's going to run like a Water Spout set, Origin Pulse, Thunder, Surf if I really want to. Also gets Thunder and Water Spout. I think I just said that. Ancient Power. It gets a lot of different moves. Chilling Water if I want to run a little bit more defensive. And also Icy Wind for support. So a lot of mons in singles, very different than how you run them in doubles. But yeah, Kyogre is just really, it is the best rain setter of all time, no doubt about it. Has pretty good speed, really good special attack and special defense, and it's just really a bulky mon. In VGC, you really want more bulk, and Kyogre does exactly that. So going into my next pick, I had a couple different ideas, but one thing that I was really looking at and I thought would be perfect was going to be a Moongus. It benefits from the rain because of the fact that it is a grass type, and so fire hits do less damage, but also a Moongus causes so much prep because of Rage Powder, because of Spore. People have to run safety goggles on at least one mon. It gets Synthesis if I really want to, Toxic if I want to do a little bit more of a stally set, Bullet Seed for upcoming things, but Pollen Puff, Rage Powder, and Spore are really the main things, and you can basically run that in Protect every single week and be completely fine. Regenerator is just a fantastic ability. Gonna want to be switching in and out a little bit more because of Kyogre setting up the rain and coming back in. I know a lot of people wanted to trade for this mon. I wasn't budging on it. This mon is just absolutely unbelievable. So yeah, really wanted to pick up this mon, and that is what we did. So next mon we're picking up, some mon that I was always going to pick up with this team is our Chaladon. So gets the electro shot, which is huge for when you're running a rain team. It's 130 base power, raise your special attack by 1, and in the rain, it just does it all in one go. Has the stamina, so I can run something like Bullet Seed on a Moongus and then get the stamina boost for something like a Body Press on the Archaladon, but still also gets other moves like Iron Defense if I want to just raise my defense and run Body Press, but also Hone Claws gets Meteor Beam if I want to run a Power Herb set, Outrage, Draco Meteor. This thing just does it all and is also really, really good in the rain. So I'm on that. I kind of had to pair with the Kyogre, and I think it pairs really nicely with Kyogre. So going into the next couple picks, I had to get a little bit more physical attack, and I had to get physical attack, but also I still wanted to finish off the special core, and that is going to be Tornadus Therian. This mon is an absolute beast, and not exactly what I wanted. I actually wanted to go Kilowattrel, but it got sniped right before me, and yeah, instead we have Tornadus Therian, which honestly may be better. Super high speed, super high special attack, another Regenerator mon. A lot of our team is going to be pivoting in and out, and so we want to set up our mons to, heal up a little bit. Also, Specs Bleak Windstorm is just so powerful and kind of makes the opponent want to run wide guard. But yeah, fighting types really can't do anything against us, and grass types, which are a huge pain for us. Grass types are just such a pain for Kyogre, as well as just Amoonguss with Spore and Rage Powder. People are going to want to run Terra Grass a lot. It's going to be a lot more difficult when you have a Tornadus Therian that can click Hurricanes with 100% accuracy and Bleak Windstorms with 100% accuracy. Next mon that we have is a mon I wanted from before the draft. There are 2 mons I wanted before the draft even started, before I even knew my placement. It's Hitmontop, and then our last mon that we will eventually pick up. I really did want Kilowattrel. Not having Kilowattrel was really a bummer for me. I was pretty upset about it for a while, but Hitmontop is just an absolute beast in draft. Gets the fake out, gets a lot of priority in Mach Punch, in Bullet Punch, also has Triple Axle. Main things I was looking for though, it has coaching, it has wide guard, it has quick guard, so it's just a fantastic support mon, and it was only B tier. So in this draft you get 1 S tier, 1 A tier, 2 B tiers, 2 C tiers, a D tier, and then 300 points for 3 free mons. So that could be, an S tier was 300, but a B tier was 200, and then a C tier was an A tier was 200, a B tier was 75, and then a C tier 50, and a D tier 25. So you can basically go a S tier and then 2 like really bad mons that are worth 0 points, or you can go like an A tier, B tier, and a D tier, and that's eventually what we did. But Hitmontop is just like budget Incineroar with Fake Out and Intimidate. Decent speed, really decent bulk. It actually is pretty surprising, but yeah, having all those guard abilities is just really solid, and also sets up our next one. With Scizor, we really wanted more powerful physical attack. Yes, it's doubling up on the steel type. However, in the rain, this mod is such a beast. I've actually won a draft league before in VGC. The only VGC draft league I have won, I did do it with Scizor. I actually think I also did it with Kilowattrel. Or I may have done it with Rotom Heat, actually. I think I did it with Rotom Heat instead. But Technician Bullet Punches do so much damage. Also gets Feint, which is really good, but can be more of a really strong, powerful attacker, and really benefits from its only weakness in fire. You do not want to bring fire types into a Kyogre and, Tornadus and some of our other mons. It's just not going to be good, but you may have to bring some fire types just because Scizor exists. Next mon that we are going is Grafaià. I won a draft league with Shroodle, so trying something a little bit different here with the Grafaià. Grafaià is a really good prankster mon. Can set up the Sunny Day, Encore, can do a lot of different shenanigans. I think it can also Scary Face, which is huge, but it gets the Sunny Day, gets Swagger, Psych Up, Helping Hand, gets Copycat. It gets, Super Fang if I don't want to run like any attack investment. Just a lot of really good coverage moves, and think it could be really good for our team. Taunt as well, Toxic. It just doesn't have to. It can be another support mon, which I really wanted, and it's a mon that I was looking at this and I was looking at Shroodle throughout the draft process, and I just think Grafaià does a little bit more offensively. I really wanted a strong poison attacker. 95 base attack, gets Gunk Shot as well. It's not bad, so that is what we have here. Second to last mon, this is third to last mon. We're going to go Barraskewda here with 2 incredible abilities for the rain. Swift Swim, that we can double our speed in the rain, so even if they have Tailwind up, base 136 speed, and just in the rain as a strong physical attacker, it's just completely nasty. Has close combat as well, has some of the slashing moves, gets close combat, gets Brick Break, Drill Run, Facade if I get burned, Poison Jab, Liquidation, Waterfall as well, and yeah, Night Slash. It's just a ridiculous mon. Also gets Scale Shot if I really want to run some funny shenanigans. But Propeller Tail is also a really good ability in doubles. It makes sure that this Pokemon's moves cannot be redirected into a different target by any effect. So Rage Powders, Follow Me's, this basically can stop those. So if we're facing off against an Indeedee or a Maushold, something that wants to follow me, we can kind of just say, nah, we're good, and just hit the next Pokemon. So Barraskewda could be set up for a lot of success here, and it doesn't put all the water pressure on Kyogre. May want to run Kyogre a little bit more bulky than offensive, and so Barraskewda can kind of deal with that. Electrodesui is our second to last mon here. This mon is actually a demon, gets Electro Web, is really fast, 150 speed, can run the Electro Web, can run Taunt. Uh, it's just really solid. Discharge, Leech Seed if I want a little bit more bulky pivot, but the main part I wanted on this was Bullet Seed. Bullet Seed plus the Archaludon with the stamina is going to be huge for us, and I think that could be a really solid thing, just because this mod is so naturally fast, doesn't need the Tailwind. I can get it up with the Tornadus, but I don't need to, so this mod is going to be just so nice. Decent special attack, has that soundproof ability, static as well, so it kind of defers people from wanting to hit us with physical moves. And yeah, just a really fast mon, and it kind of an underrated mon as well. And the final mon, this is the final mon that I wanted from before the draft, is Grumpig. Now you may be asking, why would you want Grumpig? What is so good about Grumpig? This mon is actually a beast. It can be really bulky with an Assault Vest, can run like Snarl, Dazzling Gleam, and just kind of sit on teams. Can also run Screens, Imprison Trick Room, Calm Mind, Stored Power, Trick Shenanigans, Thunder Wave. This mon is great. Can run Taunt, can run Encore, Earth Power specs. I did win a league with this when I won the Paragon of VGC League about a year or two ago, and I picked this mon up week 2, I believe. Like, I picked it up right away, and then after I picked it up, I never lost a game again. This mon actually carried me and is very underrated. This is the final 2 mons here are D tier, and I think they're 2 of the best mons that I picked up. I think they're very underrated, and I think people aren't really going to expect what they do. But that is going to be the team. We have the Grumpig here. We have the Electrodesui. We have the Barraskewda, we have the Grafaiai, Scizor physical attack, Hitmontop for guarding, and for physical attack, Fake Out, Tornadus for big bleak windstorms and hurricanes, Archaludon for those electroshocks and defensive pivot in and out, and also the Stalwart, just fantastic for rain, Amoonguss for that Rage Powder and Spore and being the biggest pain in the butt, and finally our Kyogre. So that is going to be the team for this season. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We are the only rain team in this draft, so I'm really excited to try out something different, never have run rain. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next video, either playoffs of the CNL or week 1 of this. So yeah, see y'all later. Peace out, everybody.